right, talking to town. We back with our first interview for 2026, man. We got a dope interview for y'all, man. We got a special guest because we had Wyze come through. But introduce yourself. This is his lady, I believe. Introduce yourself because you weren't on the flyer for everybody listening.
What's up, y'all?
She cut out on me a little bit. You cut out on me a little bit.
Can
I can hear you, Wyze, good, but I gotta hear her a little better.
you hear? Oh, I'm
I
gonna give her
can't.
the headphone right now.
Yeah, give her the headphones so she can introduce herself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm Lady Line, LAD double I, like on air. What's good?
Okay. And this is a for those who don't know, man, both of them is in this industry with this music shit, rising indie artists, and it's crazy because y'all actually a couple doing this shit, and
Yeah.
I want to know kind of what made y'all want to attack this thing as a couple, and how'd y'all meet? Did y'all meet through music or how'd that go?
So, we met through music for sure.
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear both of y'all now, pretty decent.
All right, for sure.
I bet.
So we met through music. She was a radio personality.
Yeah.
In Chicago, and one of the DJs that she was working with wanted to interview me one day, and Tom, I am rock. So she was like,
A little closer to whatever you were doing closer to her was making us hear better.
Take it off the most better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, put them both in. And I
so she was a radio personality. I ain't have a ride at the time. I had just moved out to Indy and shit. So I was just getting on my feet, and out of nowhere I get a phone call. She called me, she's like, "Hey, I listened to your song Right My Wrongs, and I want to come get you for this interview." So I'm taken back. Like, you wanna come you wanna do what? She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drive these 2 hours and I'm gonna come get you. I got a studio session and I'm gonna be on my way."
Mm.
Oh, that's heavy. My manager at the time wound up giving me a ride to the event and shit, and her studio wound up running late. So she didn't come to that first one. So then that same DJ put together we got invited to go perform at somebody's birthday party. It was like 6, 7 artists. And then from then, bro, it was just like I shot my shot and I scored. You feel me? I shot my shot and I scored, but we ultimately just started doing. We already did music apart, so we wanted to attack it as a couple off rip. You know what I mean? I think that was like it made us who we are too. You know what I mean? And we fell in love with us ourselves as artists, and then we fell in love with the personal side too. So the music just enhanced everything for real.
Okay, and just cause I'm nosy, what's the hardest part about dealing with being a couple and being an artist at the same time for you, bro?
Um, he asked what was
Without
the
starting
hardest
that,
part.
without starting nothing. Yeah, I ain't trying to
Oh yeah,
start
yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
I'm just,
no, no, you
just so
good,
the
you
people.
good.
Yeah, I ain't
The
trying to
the
start
the hardest part about both of us being artists. Um,
I can answer that.
yeah, let her answer this one first.
nothing.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
okay.
right. So yeah, so the hardest part of like of being with artists, being in a relationship with artists is that it's gonna be times where he have a show and I don't have a show. It's gonna be times where we both are booked on the same day. You know what I mean? And then we also have children. So it's like
Oh, got you.
we have to find a way to work together and around each other at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's just a system that you have to build when you're working with somebody that when you're being with somebody that's an artist. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't be with somebody that's an artist because they don't know the lifestyle. They can't work with it. They can't fathom it. They tend to get a little jealous. I
Absolutely.
love it. Throw some pennies on my man. That's my shit. Like I fucking love that.
I see you
because like
supportive. I see you in the music videos. You know what I'm saying?
Make
Even
sure the
when you're
pennies
yeah.
not
clean though.
rapping,
Make sure
you
the
you
pennies
supporting
clean.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, for
no, that's dope.
sure.
That's dope. That's
I
dope,
love
guys.
that. I love that. But we work together and we work apart. He has his name, I have my name, and then we have songs together. We actually creating a whole
Okay.
EP right now. It's called Lady in the Trap. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be dropping Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's
Um,
dope. That's dope.
yeah, it's
That's
about
dope.
9 to 13 songs long, so I'm really excited.
Okay, okay. And Wise, what you say? You got a new album coming up? Is she gonna be on the album that's
You
coming
said you
out?
got a
Let
new
the
album
people.
coming out?
Yep.
I
Let the
do. I
people
do got
talk
a
to
new
the people
album.
about the album and
Yeah,
who you got on there. What can we look forward to with that, bro?
I do have a new album coming out. I have Liquor and Emotions 4. It is the fourth Liquor and Emotions. It might be the final one. I haven't decided yet. It's all going to depend on the streams that it do in the first 72. You feel me? And the amount of traction I get. I dropped the video from the album already called Top Five. I got Flow Gang Blotto on there. I got Lady Lion. I got Kill Switch To. I got Chrissy K. Um,
A lot of great artists.
Excalibur. Whew, it's a few artists on there. Some of them didn't make the album, but they will drop their singles. Um,
Okay.
and then I had my previous project that I dropped right before I left for the army, which was Wise Words 3. Wise Words 3. And
Okay.
that was just really life experiences and things I've seen, done, experienced, you know what I mean? Like that was really just wise words for the streets, you know what I mean? And this album is really gonna be just liquor and emotions. Like you gonna get that liquor and emotion feel. Like this is something that you're gonna be able to turn up to. I also got some R&B on there. So I started gearing to more towards my female fan base. And when I did that, I realized a spike in my streams and the female fan base.
Of
So now
course.
I have 64% of my fan base is females. So with this project, I wanted to gear more towards um the R&B side. You feel me? The first few tracks is probably gonna be hip hop, and then after that, you get a lot of smooth shit from me. Like it's I stepped out my element, but it felt good. You know what I mean? Being uncomfortable is a form of growth. So I wanted to make sure I grew with my artistry with this album. So I'm excited for it to drop. To drop on the 16th of this month.
Okay.
So definitely be on tune with that.
What's your favorite song on the album so far? If you had to say, what was the one? You know, we all got one as artists. We like, damn, this is the one that we like off this joint that we could push. What was the one for you? If
can I
people want to look forward to it,
Yeah.
can I give you top can I give you my top three?
of course, of
All
course.
right. So one, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
One is Born to Win. That's with
Okay,
Flow
good.
Gang Vlado. Um the other is Body Talk with Chrissy K. And then the third one is Slow Mo with Excalibur.
Okay,
So
okay.
those
So,
are my top three on the album that I really enjoy, man. Cause when I tell you, whenever I listen to those songs, bro, it put me in a type mode where it's just like, all right, this is album right here. This is hard work. But I actually got a bonus track too that Take Me Out with Shala. I almost forgot. Shala is on this album as well. A lot of people aren't familiar with him in the community that I'm in on the internet, but in Indianapolis, a lot of people are familiar with him. So he
okay,
one
that's
of he's a great artist. He man that dude, we was in this show called Battle for the Bag. And whenever we seen him, we just knew he was about to give us a run for our money because he sing, he rap, the motherfucker get groovy, you feel me? I was like, all right, bro, like shit, leave the spotlight for us.
Okay, for sure that. I see you took a little break to go to the service. What made you take
Mhm.
that route, which is a little different from most rappers? You know what I'm saying out here. What made you take that route? And take a
For
break from
sure.
the music for a little while.
It was for the benefits for the wife and kids. You know what I mean? They offered a lot
Okay.
of benefits, and I wanted to. I like to spend other people money. I don't like to spend my money. So the army talking about, all right, you want to get a house? You can go back to school. We'll do this. We'll do that. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
shit. If I gotta give you a little bit of my life to get that, say no more. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah, no,
mean?
I feel you.
I ain't put myself in too much danger, bro. I enjoyed my time in Fort Benning. I was in Georgia for almost 9 months. It was 8 months in total. And it felt good to be back home, bro, because it was just like I was real homesick for sure.
No, I can go with that. I can go with that. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing, bro. You say you rep in Indianapolis right now, but I
Hmm.
know you talked about being from out west, or not west, but out Baltimore and stuff.
Yep,
How does
east
that kind
side,
of go
east
into
side
your
of
music, man?
Baltimore,
I see you got a street sound. You do the ladies. So tell
for
us a little
sure.
bit growing up. How was it growing up, Wise King, man?
She about to go check on the kids, y'all.
Okay, yeah, please. Nice meeting you. Appreciate it.
But yeah, man. So growing up in Baltimore was different. Just like everywhere else, everywhere got a hood, you feel me? But for me, my family really kept me out of the dumb shit. They kept me in sports. They kept me around a good crowd. Sometimes I venture off to the bad crowd, you know what I mean? Not to fit in, but that's just who I attracted the most, you know what I mean? Like
Facts.
I kept myself out of a lot of trouble though, from doing stupid shit. And that helped me find music too. You know what I mean? Because I was able to release a lot of things that I needed to through the music. You know what I mean? Baltimore is, is gritty. It's a little better now. It's a little better
Yeah,
now for sure. But Baltimore is gritty. You gotta know how to fight. You gotta know what to say. You gotta know who to be around and when to take your ass in the house. You know what I mean? Baltimore was different. And then for a little bit, I moved out to Harford County. They call it Hazard County. That's the you feel me? You know what it
yeah.
is,
I know you're
fool.
talking about.
So I was in Edgewood for a little bit. Then my mama started to make a little more money. We moved to the nice little the Hollywoods area. You feel me? Like it was
Right.
nice. You feel me? So I got a taste of the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. You feel me? So I'm able to adapt wherever I am into my environment, and that's what Baltimore taught me. Baltimore taught me that it's more to Baltimore than Baltimore, and that's
For
why I
sure.
moved to Indy.
For
And
sure.
then my career, my music really didn't blow until I moved out of Baltimore, which was
Got
which
you.
was different, but it was dope. But that's how it is for a lot of artists because
For
in
sure.
Indy it's more of I got more love from outsiders than I did in my own city, which was crazy.
I mean, the crazy thing is, bro, is because like they know Wise who they went to school with. You know what I'm saying? So they
Hmm.
don't know Wise the artist. So like it's
Yep.
hard. It's like you want that hometown love, but like I had to leave my area to get love. I'm up here in PA, leave from DMV. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Everywhere you go, you gotta. I think artists gotta just take that step to travel, then bring it back home.
And
You
I
know what
think,
I mean?
yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of artists be nervous because they be scared they won't blow. But I think the biggest thing you can do as an artist is network. Like
For
network
sure.
is being able to step out your city and network and go perform. I personally moving out to Indy, I've had so many doors open. I've been in movies, I've been in plays, I've done features, I've met great artists. You know what I mean? I've been able to write for some people. I've done a lot of things moving out to Indy that I wouldn't have had that opportunity as fast as I would in Baltimore. You know what I mean? So
Oh, for
Indy has
sure.
been a great place for me in my music career so far. Unfortunately, I'll be leaving soon. I think
Okay.
my next stop is Texas.
I
Texas is
like to
definitely
hear
my
that, bro. They got a
yeah,
huge thing going for us indie artists. I mean, and that's like
absolutely.
the age limit is limitless there. I see artists
Yes.
making money from all the way from 17, 18, all the way to in their 40s, 50s still
Yep.
out there, and they kind of like independently sustained. You know what I
And
mean? They ain't
Houston,
chasing.
yeah,
Yeah,
and Houston
yeah.
is my top stream city right now. So I do
Dope.
want to go out to Houston and do a show. I'm planning on doing my own self tour later in the year.
Okay.
But that comes with everything else, the streams, the money, etc.
For sure, for sure. Just because while we were speaking, I always like to give people advice. If you're talking to some of the youth in Baltimore, man, trying to go down this musical path, content creation, whatever, just in general, what's some advice you would give them, man?
Get out of Baltimore and or build have a good team around you. Have people with the same interests. Like I seen something earlier on social media where it was saying everybody can't be a rapper. Sometimes you just gotta you gotta choose that one person out your group to support y'all or be the forefront and he bring everybody else on and then all y'all can rap. You feel me? Like
For
sometimes
sure.
you need to be humble enough to be a student instead of trying to be the teacher all the time. And I do that in my personal life too. Like not only am I a teacher to my kids, but I'm a student to them as well because they still teach me things when they come home from school that I may have learned before but may have forgot, or they might be learning something new and they teach me. Knowledge is power, bro. So you learn from people that's older than you or people from that's younger than you. So
Oh, for sure, bro. You got to continue to learn. I think that's just part of anybody being a human out here, bro. You gotta if you ain't you
facts,
basically stop living once you stop learning. You know what I mean?
facts,
Yeah. So especially doing this music shit, this shit forever changing the business, the content,
yes,
the style, the fashion. You got to
mm-hmm,
kind of be willing to listen to other folks. When it comes to your best
yep,
interests. Depending on what you want. If you want to be famous and blow up with the shit, you know what I
yep.
mean? Yep.
Yep.
So
And then I would
who?
also urge artists to get your own recording equipment. Learn how to
Mm,
learn how to record yourself. Because when you first starting with this music shit, you're gonna spend a lot more money than you make off rip just going to studios. And then sometimes you may not have that bread to always put up for extra time in the studio. So then you feel like you rushing your song and you're not giving your best work. You feel me? So I would always say go prepared if you do go to the studio and you don't want to go to the studio, or lock in with a producer. Find your one producer that you really enjoy working with and just build with him. That's what I did for a little while. When I moved, so when I moved from Indy for a little bit, and I went to Chicago, and I linked with this guy RJ. RJ was he believe it or not, bro, we was recording out of a print shop out of his job for a little while, bro,
Hey, it is what it
and
is.
and it was lit, bro, because like I didn't even know he did music for a while, and I walked up to him, I wound up smoking a blunt with him or something like that, and he was telling me like, "Hey, yeah, I make beats and this, that, the third, blah, blah, blah. I got my own recording stuff." I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it's here at the print shop. You want to record?" Off rip, I just like, hell yeah. I ain't had nothing written. He just put on a beat, and I was like, "All right, let me put these headphones on and go crazy." You feel me? So
Damn
that's
right.
you got to find that producer, because then what, a lot of people aren't in it for the money, they in it for the exposure, because they understand that the money gonna come with it at the end of the day. So like with RJ, he do a lot of my shit out of the kindness of his heart, and I make sure I take care of him on the back end. You feel me? Like if I get some splits, or if I drop the song with his beat on it, I make sure he gets 60%, and I take the 40. You feel me? Like I
No,
show
I'm
nothing
glad to
but
hear you
love.
say that, bro. Because you, like I said, you don't, as artists, as rappers, we don't understand how much we need to just make one song. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like having a producer that you can do that with is part of like having that vision with the people around you. Because everybody wants money from us, right? But we don't
Facts.
always have that. So like if you have some guys that's lock in with your team, like you said, bro, it'll go a lot farther. But they got to be around believing in the vision, because the money is gonna come, but it takes a little while, bro. It's just
Yeah.
it's you know how it go.
And I definitely been thinking about going into the business side of it. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
I love making music. I love performing. I love the fan base. I love the supporters. But the business side is really where the money at. So
Yeah.
I've been thinking about going into the business side and talking to artists. And one of my guys, CL, told me the other day. He's like, I seem like more of an executive than an artist sometimes, because of the way I think and the way I move with this music shit.
You have to be, because if you're your own right, if you're an indie artist, you gotta kind of be, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm leaning on the trying to move into business side of it too, because I feel like this we the last ones to get paid, and I don't like
Facts.
that all the time. Yeah, I don't
Facts.
like that all the time. I get it, but I'm tired of people always telling me why I'm the last one to get paid, right? So if we have our
Mm-hmm.
own infrastructure, whether that's just like I said, I might be want to get into the entertainment side of it, like shooting people's content, getting their videos ready, doing podcasting, interviewing, press shit. You know what I mean? Just something
Absolutely.
to help brand better, because you got to do it for yourself every day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So who's some of your musical influences, bro? If people never heard of you, who's some of the people that influence you to make music, and kind of
That's
develop your style a little bit. I mean,
that's
everybody's
always
individual,
a
but
yeah, that's always a hard question, because like it's a lot of people that influenced me with this music shit. But my mom told me when I first started doing music that she knew I would do music because she used to put me to sleep to Big and Pop all the time. You feel me? So I never knew that until she told me. But like I guess that's where the East Coast grittiness come from. You feel me?
got
And then the knowledge come from Pop. You feel me?
you,
He
got
was
you,
more of a poet with his shit, and that's what I'm aiming for as far as being able to teach. A lot of my earlier albums, Karma is Here, Karma's Gone. You'll hear me preach more than rap. You feel me? Like I like to give the word of knowledge. You feel me? Because like I told you before, knowledge is power, man. Like you can't have too much knowledge, because it's gonna help you flourish, and not just music, but in life.
for sure, for sure.
Then you could say Jay Z, because I'm taking the business aspect from Jay Z. I listen to a lot of Nas. I did listen to XX a little bit.
Okay, got
Um, who else, man? I could go on and on, bro. But the most people, the two people that really had an influence was Big and Pop. Oh, I can't forget about one of the greatest too, Wayne. Wayne for
Okay,
sure.
for sure. Yeah, Wayne influenced the culture. Everybody who was a certain
Yeah,
age, you know what I'm saying? If you 90s,
Amelia, you feel
yeah,
me?
90s to 2000s, he had it locked down. You know that,
Yeah, hell
he had
yeah.
that whole shit. So,
Yep.
yeah, for sure, man. What's some other things I was gonna ask you, bro? Damn, I've been spoken to. I've been spoken to. Yeah. Oh, what's up with the battle scene, man? I see you in the battle
Yeah,
scene too, bro. So I wanted to
for
ask you
sure.
about that, kind of what made you jump into that battle, whole battle league scenario type thing.
So it happened on a whim, for real. I was watching one of my affiliates that I had. He was in a battle at first, and then he was telling me about it. And then like I used to watch battle rap back in the day, but not too much anymore. I just don't have time to. And everything's starting to get watered down and sounding the same. But I wanted to test my artistry. I liked the song versus song battles, and then I seen, all right, now they kind of rapping at each other, they dissing each other, and I'm like, all right, I don't know if I could do this, but shit, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. You feel me? And right now I got 3 wins in the battle round, with 1 loss. And I
Okay.
got a battle on February 28th with Diallo
Okay.
Bernard, February 28th, and that's gonna be fun.
Where can they catch that? Y'all gonna be online with it? Is it
Yeah,
virtual?
it'll
What
be
is it?
online. It'll be online. It'll be virtual. We'll be doing 3 tracks. He'll have 3 tracks. I'll have 3 tracks. We'll have some judges. And of
Okay.
course the fans can come in there and chime in and let us know what they think. You feel me? But that's my dog though. This ain't no beef. Me and him real cool, and he just gave me the opportunity because he one of the top dogs in this battle rap shit. So I
Okay.
figured I shoot for the top. You feel me?
Okay. And which one do you say you like to prefer? Do you prefer the song making process or the battle rap process better? If you had to
I
pick one.
like I like the song making process. Cause the battle rap process, especially when you battling somebody you fuck with, you feel me? It's a little harder because like you
Mm,
don't want to cross certain lines, you feel me? But you also don't know if that person gonna cross them lines. So it's hard. It's hard to prepare for shit like that. But at the end of the day, you just gotta be you, man, because that's what this is about. Battle rap or just making music, like is you just gotta be you. And when you can't nobody stop you. You feel me? As long as you having fun with this shit, and that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun with this shit, man. I love the art of music. I love listening to beats. I love freestyling without beats. A lot of times I write without the beat first.
got you.
uh
Got you.
I'll make my own cadence, and then I'll hit up my producer and be like, hey, I'll rap it to him, and then he'll make a beat around that cadence that I was spitting to him. So that way it matches. Big shout out to S Dot. Big shout out to Tank. Those are two heavy producers and engineers that I got in tune with last year. And still in tune with. They are dope as fuck. If y'all need beats, y'all holla at them. They cold.
Okay, that's what's up. Just because you said you about knowledge and stuff, and you seem like you a little bit in tune with things. How you feel about the kind of like the fuck the street movement of hip hop, bro? How you feel about the state of rap and like where it's at and where it's going?
That's what I think. Where a lot of people get it misconstrued too is like he wasn't saying fuck the streets. He was saying fuck the bullshit that come with the streets. You feel me? Like I totally agree. Because you got kids out here killing kids. Like I remember when we was in Illinois, we driving down the street, and I forget where we was at, bro. But I'm pull up to a red light. I see like a 8 9 year old boy with a gun in his waistband. I'm like,
Mm,
at 8 9 years old, bro,
yeah.
we wasn't doing that. We was
Nah,
fighting.
you
We
wasn't
was
thinking. I
fighting
wasn't
for
thinking
sure.
about
You
that.
feel me?
Nah, hell
But
nah.
we ain't had pipes, bro. It was no need. Like we would have met up at the circle or in the
Yeah,
park. We would have threw hands and went
other
on
than
about our
that,
business. It might have been smoke every time we seen each other, but it was never. We was never trying to take each other life, bro. Like that. That shit
right.
wasn't. It's too prevalent now in our society where somebody feel like, oh, this motherfucker being disrespectful, I gotta go shoot him, or I gotta go pull up on him, drop a low, and people dissing people dead homies. And you feel me? Like it's too much into it now to where like the kids are losing themselves, bro. Like it's kids these days that don't even go outside now. Like they just stay on the phone or stay in front of the TV or stay on the game.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We used to go outside and don't come home till the street lights come on, and sometimes we'd just bust them bitches out. Say the street lights ain't come on. You feel me? Like
Oh yeah.
we was outside with the shit. We grab our bikes and hit the pavement. You feel me? And
Damn right.
now is just we saying most people are saying fuck the streets because they losing a lot of good people from the streets, and some people really don't even belong in the streets, bro. They just trying to
Oh
fit
for
in.
sure.
You feel me? We done seen it too. It's too common now where an artist will blow up, and just because he trying to keep that street persona, he wind up dying.
Oh for
Or
sure.
he put one of his family members or one of his entourage in danger because of the life that he want to portray or live. Um, man, I'll be the first one to say it. Like, it's not fuck the streets, it's fuck the bullshit in the streets. You feel me? Because the streets,
For
the
sure.
hip hop came from the streets.
For
The
sure.
standing on the corner rapping. You feel me? At the lunch table, making beats on the lunch table with the forks and the trays, and you know what I
All
mean.
that
Like,
shit.
you feel me? All that shit came from the streets. So we can't say fuck the streets. We can say fuck the bullshit. But at the same time, saying that, bro, you have to be, when you say that, you have to be one that's putting in the work to change what's going on in the streets. If you
At
ain't trying to
least
help
somewhat.
some of these people get out the streets, if you ain't trying to show nobody a better way on how to live or how to move and not be in the streets, you shouldn't be speaking on the streets. You feel me?
Yeah, nah, for sure. I think a lot of listeners just got to know this. Like, I know when you speak about rappers like that, I fucked with Biggie, Pac, and them. So like, you knew that once they started rapping, bro, they had started to get some sense. You know what I'm saying? They might be in some
Facts.
bullshit, but the whole goal is to get out. Like you
Facts.
always gonna rap the streets, bro. You from Baltimore, you done seen whatever you done seen, been through whatever you gonna been through. But that don't mean that become that because I heard it in a song. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's where I think a lot of rappers just need to, listeners need to understand who listening to rap, man. These guys is not all just shoot them up, bang bang, everything they do. It's not
Facts.
possible. They
Facts.
ain't gonna get rich that way. And the ones that are in jail, I mean, you can't but keep following the same ones over and over again. You feel
Yeah.
me? And I think just the music getting to a point where it needs to get back to the party in a little bit, for
Mm-hmm.
the ladies, like you say, you leaning towards the ladies and just talk the street shit, but leave a message for them. You know what I'm saying? Leave the
Yup.
breadcrumbs for them. You
Yup.
know, we all listen to some of these guys, man, and even in the worst of them, you'll hear some good shit. Like even young boy,
Absolutely.
he'll talk some shoot 'em up shit, but he'll also tell you you're gonna go to jail, you're gonna lose your family, you're gonna miss this, you're gonna miss that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yup.
So for sure, for sure. Um, yeah. Anybody else you wanna give some shout outs to while I'm thinking of some shit?
Yeah, shout out to my amazing wife, Lady Lion. She's the reason that I keep pushing with this music shit, man. Cause no matter what, even if I don't feel like making music one day, she'll turn on a beat and be like, "All right, baby, rap to this." Or you feel me? Like she just keep me in tune with this music shit, man. I started to lose my love for it for a little while, just because I done made so much music. I done shot videos. I done did shows. I done traveled, bro. Like I'm feel like I've done everything I need to do except for sign a deal and sell out a show. You feel me?
Got you.
Those are two major things that I haven't done in my career yet, and that I would like to do. But I got real life shit going on too. You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
I got other things that I want to do if besides the music. I want to start my own restaurant. I got my oldest. He's a freshman in high school. He'll be in college in the next few years. I want to make sure I set him up to for success when he go to college. Great kid, great straight A student. Shout out to my mama. My mama support
Mhm.
me for sure. You feel me? Shout out to my brothers, my sisters. You feel me? I got five sisters, four brothers. Um,
Okay.
they my dogs. Shout out my one sister. Her name Chelsea Nicole. She rap. Um, I got 201 Bird. That's my brother. He rap. Um, Man, I got a lot of people that I want to shout out. Shout out Ty Lewis. Shout out Diallo. You feel me? Shout out everybody that just support the Wise King movement, man. Cause it helps me keep going. You know what I mean? To know I got the support and the love. Like I didn't think me being gone for so long, I didn't think I would have the interaction that I did, but it showed like people truly miss me, truly people truly fuck with me and wanted me to come back and drop some music, and they wanted to get in tune. I had producers want me to come to the studio and like, yo, you've been gone for
Oh
a minute,
yeah,
come get in the
I
studio. You
was
feel
one
me?
of
Like,
them, bro. I don't want to see. I
yeah,
want like I consider you a peer, like even though we don't know each other like that, but I see you in the community rapping and shit. I'm like, damn. If, you know how it go, bro. Niggas want to stop this shit sometimes, drop the ball a
facts,
little bit, focus on other things. And I'm like, damn, bro, came
facts,
back. He back working, so it's like, damn, if he doing it, then I got to do it.
yeah,
It becomes like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't monkey see, monkey
absolutely.
do. But it
It's,
holds you to a
it's
standard, and that
mm-hmm.
that's why I follow the people I follow on social media just so I could see, damn, if they doing it, I should be doing it type shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's the biggest part too. Like we gotta push each other. I think the more united we are, the more that somebody is able to blow up. Cause you may not know you may know somebody that I don't know. And then once you share my post, now they hit to me and now that person is connecting me with a A&R or a DJ or a videographer. You know what I mean? Like we need that network, and that networking is important.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad to hear you say that because, bro, no matter what, like I said, this year, that's what I wanted to do. Because I'm kind of, even though I'm older, I was new to rap. You know, being an active artist, I wanted to, basically, when I look on my feed, I want to be able to see artists. I want to be able to see photographers. I want to be able to see podcast people. I didn't have that Rolodex of like people to even do some of the shit with. So like, that's what I spent this year doing, and I seen a lot of growth in my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like you
Absolutely.
said, people that introduce me to Hawk, other podcast people give me game, just teach me how to, damn from a distance, how to do this, and learning different content creators and learning how to do shit with them. But yeah, you definitely gotta have that network, man. The music ain't enough because you can literally network yourself
Facts.
into a great position, bro. Like you
Facts.
said, who knows? I got people that watch, like you just said, Houston. I got people that do stuff down in Houston that watch my little edits page and shit. So hopefully, maybe y'all get lined up. But I got opportunities for artists, man. Who I don't know what level you are in at with this shit. Like I said, I got people, performance spots. You get there, might not be paid, but you might could spend the merch when you get there. Do your
For sure.
merch thing. You might not have to pay to actually perform, and if you do, it's gonna be in front of somebody worth it. You know what I'm saying?
For
It's
sure,
gonna be in front
absolutely.
of.
Cause me, I used to pay to perform. Now
Yeah, I
now
don't
I
like
like
that idea.
me
I don't
either.
like that idea.
I like to get paid to perform now, and I've had a few paid
100%.
shows. You
Yeah,
feel
one hundred
me?
percent.
The only time I do a free show if it's out of the love or I know it's gonna be something in it for both of us. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't like to waste time, so I love to show my music, but at the same time, I done performed in crowds of 5 people. I've performed in crowds of 40 in front of 100. You feel me? I just ain't hit that big mark yet where
Got you.
it's a packed out show, and that's what I want. That's what I want. I've had crowds sing my songs back to me. That shit feel good. You feel me?
For
So
sure.
it all depends on where you are as an artist and how you approach it. But I think being an artist is probably one of the hardest things you can do in this world is being an
It
artist
is.
because every day you selling yourself, not in a bad way, but you selling your music, you selling your brand, who you are, and you want people to follow you because the more engagement you get on social media, the more engagement you get outside, the more money comes in, the more you're able to sell your merch, the more money comes in, the more you and
Right.
all and I hate to say it, but all attention is good attention too. You feel me?
It
Like
is, bro.
like you can
It
go, you
is.
can go snatch an old lady purse right now, and that's attention now. That's coming to your page. People gonna be like, "Who the fuck is he? Why is he snatching old lady purse?" You feel me? That's attention, but not. I'm not saying go snatch no old
Right.
lady purse,
I get
viewers.
what
You
you're
feel me?
saying.
That was for the
Yeah.
viewers. You feel me? I'm
Yeah.
not saying that, but I am saying like all attention is good attention, bro. So just make sure you are living right too, because at the end of the day, somebody got to go answer to that man upstairs. So you got to answer for the life you live here. So definitely make
For
sure you
sure.
just continue to be a good artist, but be a good person as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, there's a lot of things. Like I said, I'm trying to get more artist people up here that do more than just the Like I ain't gonna say just the music, but as rappers, you gotta do more. You gotta do content, right? You gotta do photo
Facts,
shoots. You gotta do like you
facts.
said, you did the poetry thing. You kind of gotta think out the box now as far as to get
Hmm.
the fans in, right? It ain't even about the music is the music, but for them to constantly keep coming back, I feel like their fans are a little bit greedier now, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's
Hmm.
like they're going to want to see Wyze in the studio. They want to see him perform. They don't want
Yep.
to just see a rap video every Friday. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? Type
And
shit.
I worked with Jeremiah's producer Quest. I don't know if a lot of people know him, but Quest is one of the dopest artists and engineers and producers and one of my best friends till this day, man. And he told me, he said that's what we that he was talking to me and Lady Line, and he was basically saying like exactly what you said. People, the people, the fans, the supporters. I don't really like to call them fans, the supporters.
Supporters, right,
You
right,
feel me? They want to see everything about your life. They want to see your everyday life, what you do when you go to the studio, while you in the studio. They want footage. You could be just driving on the road and playing one of your songs. They want you to do that. You feel me? They want to know what you're doing, where you gonna be at. Are you doing another show? Excuse me, just a little bit of everything, bro. And that's what I try to get in tune with my fans now. I came home and I just started posting old clips to let people know I was home. You feel me? Like I'm back now. So now these are the old clips. Wait till you see what happened this year. This new
for
year
sure.
we gonna turn up.
Oh, for sure. And I tell people all this time too, like artists on not like who haven't broke through the mainstream, bro. your old shit is new to the next person tomorrow, bro. You posted it.
Facts.
You might have posted it 6 months ago. Guess what? You missed that. If you missed your feed or you missed whatever, they didn't. There's no. They didn't get to come back yet. So you gotta, give it to them again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You gotta
And then
find a balance with that.
learn the algorithm on social media too, because your post has anytime you post anything, bro, like especially if you monetize, your post has a chance to hit somebody's page that hasn't seen you before, and everybody listens to somebody. So if you do music, I do not want you to quit. I don't give a fuck if how many people tell
Mm.
you no or you suck or this, that, the third. Like there's some, you're gonna hear that yes or boom from somebody, and it's going to give you that spark to keep going, and you're going to get better every time. Like me till this day, I still listen to my first song I ever made every now and then. I took it down on SoundCloud, but I still listen to it every now and then to hear like the progression that I'm at now. You know what I mean? Because I've progressed through each and every song, through each and every album, through every time I do a feature. Like me personally, I feel like I'm at my best when I'm doing a feature, because now I feel like not necessarily a competition, but you want me to bring my best work to the track you offer me. So I'm going to give you my best
Right.
work. You feel me? Like sometimes I feel like my features are better than my singles, and that's
As
just
they
that's just
should
me
be.
being
I think
humble.
they
You feel
should
me?
be, bro. Honestly, I hate to say that. Like, I think that's the whole goal, right? First of all, it's like a whole new audience, right? And then that
Yep.
person usually is paying, if the business is right, is paying you, or,
Yep.
giving you a bigger platform than you already been on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Usually. So, like, yeah, I think that's how it should be. That's how it used to be. You don't want to hear a feature and be like, man, that's the same old bullshit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Type shit.
Yep.
So,
Hell yeah, man! I love doing features, bro. I'm always open to do features, bro. I don't even charge people to do features, bro. Like if you send me a song and I like it, I can get jiggy with it. Like I even did I'm doing a feature on this rock song,
dope.
and
That's
I'm
dope.
stepping out of my character with that. I even got I got a country song. It's called Country Road. It's on Wise Words 3. So make sure y'all go check that out. I'm stepping into different genres. I done did the hip hop. I did the country. I'm now doing the rock. And now I'm getting into the R&B as well, and then I'm gonna eventually venture off into poetry again. My wife
Okay, that's
released
dope.
she released a poetry album a little while ago, and she kind of inspired me to
Mm.
look at doing something like that. So that's something I might get into maybe later this year, maybe next year. I haven't decided yet.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. What's some of the things that people can look forward to? I know you said, like you said, the album for anybody
Hmm.
who tuned back in. You got the album coming out. Any
Yep.
show appearances anywhere can find you?
As of right now, no.
Okay,
No shows yet. I'm still getting my feet back into the civilian world. So I'm spending as much time with the family, the wife, the
okay,
kids that I can. You feel me? And then before I get busy again, I want to make sure everything in the house is straight and my
for
kids are
sure.
good, my wife is good. And then when I pop back outside, best believe my wife gonna be with me, and we gonna go rock stages, because I'm coming with a different me this year, bro. Like when I perform, it's really gonna be a
Okay,
performance now. You know what I mean? Like it's not just gonna be me on the mic just rapping. I'm gonna be in your face. I'm gonna be getting the little moves. You feel me? Like I'm gonna have fun with my shit now, because I've got to the point where I've done all of this and something need to pop. So I need to make some changes. I had to go back to the drawing board and take things, and I've honestly asked people too, like how can I be a better artist? And they'll
mm.
tell me, and there's things where I like, okay, I need to work on this. And when I get that feedback, I get that criticism, I go back to the drawing board. I make sure I add that on and be like, okay, well, I hear what you're saying, so let me try to do it this way. But I'm gonna always keep it me though. You feel me?
No, for sure. I think that's important to a lot of us who, like I said, even if the consistency of doing this kind of gets like you get in a loop, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
you got to go back if it's not what you want out of this shit, bro. I've even had to do it. Like I said, I had to take a step back, and my thing is to play social media a little bit more, because I noticed, like, bro, look at a streamer. A streamer doesn't have to be a rapper, but could start streaming and then all of a sudden drop a song and he don't blew
Boom.
past everybody because he already
Yep.
got the ears, right? It ain't even about, to me, it's like once you find that strategy in your niche, like you can exploit it and let the music kind of play the background. That makes sense. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
not, it's until somebody got a big bag of money, it's, to me, I'm gonna be honest, to keep going in that studio, pay for the video, pay for the clothes, pay for the promotion. It's like you gotta find your lane first before you just start spreading that money out. You know what I'm saying?
For
Find your
sure.
lane first, for those who's listening.
For
For
sure.
sure.
And then shout out everybody in the comments. Shout out Shauna Red,
There you go. Yeah,
Tisha.
appreciate. Yeah, you got a couple
Yeah,
people in the
yeah, yeah.
comments. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing with you. So if
Nah,
they
you
were in the
good, bro. I
comments,
just I
Yeah,
just realized I was looking at the comments and shit, seeing everybody on here, man. Much love for sure.
yeah.
I
No, I
appreciate
definitely
everybody
appreciate.
that tapped in, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in for Wise. What's a piece of advice you can get for a starting artist right now, man? They ain't got a huge budget, but they just
Mhm.
want to start doing this shit. What's some advice you can give them, bro?
Um, Drop visuals before you drop the audio. The
Mm,
people want visuals now, bro. Like we in an era where TikTok is prevalent, YouTube, all that. Drop visuals because the people want the visuals. If the visuals are doing well in the numbers, then you drop the audio, and then you figure out who your core fan base is. Once you find out your core fan base, attack that and allow them to start to support you, and then uh for male artists, attack your female fan base because your
mm,
female is gonna bring them in.
mm.
How many times have you been in a car with your lady or significant other? You feel me? And they start playing a song that's geared towards the you feel me, that love shit. That the
Yeah,
you look at that like you start bobbing your head a little bit
yeah,
like who
damn right.
this?
Oh
You feel
yeah,
me?
damn
Like
right,
okay, I'm fucking
damn
with it.
right.
And then once they Shazam your song, they look you up. Then they start to go to your Apple Music or your Spotify, and they start to go through your catalog, and now that's giving you streams. That's opening more doors. And I will also say make music for the youth too, because the
Mm,
youth gonna bring you more than what some women will. The kids gonna bring you the women and the men. You feel me?
right.
Like so my ranges now is what I think it was like 24 to 35 now. You feel me?
Mm.
That's where my target audience was, and that's what I've been aiming towards now, and that's the type of music I'm making now is for that age range.
No, that's
But
dope
I
to
do want to
hear.
start making music for the kids for sure.
No, that's dope. Like that's dope. Like that's important anyway, man. That goes with gaming, that goes with streaming, that goes with movie placement, TV show placement.
Mm-hmm.
All that good stuff. The more friendly you got music, like I said, not shoot 'em up type shit, universal shit. Still talk real talk, but less cussing and user
Facts.
friendly type shit. But
Facts.
for those who don't know where to catch you, bro, run down the social medias. Where can they find your music?
For
TikTok,
sure.
YouTube, all that.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Wise_King, WYZE. You can find me on Facebook, Wise_King or Wise King. I got two pages, so make sure you go follow both. On TikTok, it's the official Wise King, or Funny Shad, SHAD. You feel me? That's my funny page, and I post my music on there sometimes too.
Okay, dope.
But that's about it, man. Like you can find me on Threads, on X. You feel me? Wise King. You can find me everywhere. I'm on all streaming platforms as well. Uh, Go follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube. Go follow me on Twitch, on all of that, man. I'm everywhere.
Okay, that's dope. And yeah, one last time, what's the name of the album, bro? Drop in
Lick,
February.
yes, sir. Liquor and Emotions 4 is dropping January
I mean
16th.
January.
Yep, January 16th. And then Lady in the Trap with my wife and I will be dropping on February 14th on
14th. That's
Valentine's
right.
Day. And then on my birthday, I have a project dropping called Closing the Distance. And that's basically based on the 8 months that I was gone from here, you feel me? But that's gonna be more of the R&B. It's probably gonna be a whole R&B album that Closing the Distance, you feel me? So I'm working on that, but I got a other few other things to focus on first. I'm gonna get this album out the way, do some promoting
Mhm.
with the album, Battle Diallo on February 28th, and then March 21st is my birthday, so we're gonna turn up and celebrate. You feel me?
Okay, that's dope. Now, I appreciate you tapping in, man. Wise, for
For
everybody
sure.
don't know, that's Wise King, man. Appreciate everybody in the comments. We'll be dropping some
Huh?
clips. Yeah, we're gonna be dropping some clips on my IG, talking to town. So, man, keep tapping in with us. We'll have some more dope guests dropping this year, man.
For
Appreciate
sure.
you,
I
Wise.
appreciate you for having me, brother. You enjoy your day, man.
All right, you too, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Already.
Yep.